Okay, now we continue our post-match press conference with the second session. Okay, we have head coach of Vietnam, Mr. Kim Sang-sik, and player of the match, player number 12, Nguyen Van Son. Okay, before we open question to the media, I would like to invite the Coach Kim and Van Son to say something your thought on tonight match. Coach Kim first.
뭐 힘든 원정 경기였는데 그래도 우리가 2대0으로 승리한 거에 대해서 기쁘게 생각합니다. 다 선수들이 열심히 뛰어준 덕분인 것 같고 축하한다는 말 전하고 싶습니다. 그리고 오늘 많은 팬들이 또 운동장에 찾아주셔서 열심히 응원해 주셨는데 진심으로 감사드립니다. 뭐 오늘 2대0으로 승리를 했지만 그래도 전체적으로 우리가 그라운드 적응하는 데 좀 힘이 들었고 또 전술적으로도 좀 힘든 부분이 있었는데 그런 부분들을 좀 분석하고 또 준비해서 다음 경기 때는 더 좋은 모습 보일 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
I agree with Coach. Today, honestly, difficult game for us, especially because the condition for the grass is very heavy, honestly. But the team, I think, play good, win, and the most important is the result. And thank you for also support the fans. Vietnamese come to support the team today. Very nice to see the fans. They fire the fans, and so honestly, very happy to win the game and then come back to Vietnam.
Okay, now question from media.
This question is to Rafaels, and in the first half especially, there were lots of crunching challenges on you. You had to face the defenders, the midfielders and so on. But somehow towards the end you found the goal. Maybe talk us through that feeling of trying to shake off the defenders and then scoring the goal and trying to lift up the team's mood. Talk us through how the game went for you today.
Yes, honestly, in the beginning a bit difficult. I need to adapt for also the situation. The field is a bit different. So, but for me, my position striker, I always ready for I need one ball, and I wait for the moment when Tran give him for me last minute good cross. So that's the opportunity I need for score goal. And that's in the box is honestly is my best. If the ball come the box, so I can score a lot of goals. So honestly, very happy.
I see there's some situation. There's some situation the coach did not satisfy with with something. I don't know. It is for the players. You not satisfied with the players or not satisfied with the referee. And the question for Son. With this goal, you become the Vietnamese player. You break the record of Vietnamese player. Who score in the knockout stage of Asean컵. So how do you think about this record? Yeah.
또 뭐 심판한테 크게 불만이 있는 건 아니고 VAR 시간이 너무 길어져서 조금은 답답한 부분이 좀 있었던 것 같습니다.
About the record, I don't know. Thank you for tell me. So I'm very happy, honestly. Score goals and the win the game today, and yeah, that's my dream. Coming to national team to help national team. That's what I do every day. So I just want to keep the performance. Also give more motivation for team. For get this trophy, very important for us.
Coach, question for Coach about after the first goal. You not look very happy. Maybe you quite angry after the first goal. Maybe you can explain what actually happened. And for Son, it's a very physical battle in this match. Maybe in Hanoi, how do you expect the Malaysian team coming into Hanoi after this?
뭐 만족하지 않았던 것보다 전반전 우리가 준비한 플레이가 안 나와서 전체적으로 좀 감독으로서 불만족스러웠던 건 사실이고, 마지막에 뭐 수완선 선수의 멋있는 헤딩골에 들어가서는 그때는 얼굴은 티가 안 났지만 마음적으로는 기뻤다고 전해 주십시오.
Today also is a physical game, honestly. So I have a lot of situation when I need to go behind the line and fight with the defenders. So, but I think I like these games because I have body for this, and also they help me a lot. When I think in Vietnam it's not different, so we prepare well for this game. So I think Coach Sansik and the old staff and prepare the team well. So, and honestly, today is also a very difficult game.
Coach Kim, can you talk a little bit about what you felt, how your goalkeeper performed? He produced a couple of important saves early in the first half and at the end of the second half. How crucial was his performance tonight? And secondly, my question is, will your team be booking your flights to Bangkok already? Is that something that you feel confident with the team considering the result tonight?
일단 뭐 파직 선수가 이번 대회로 처음 이렇게 베트남 대표팀에 합류해가지고 정말 뭐 열정적이고 또 체력적으로 또 피지컬적으로 또 골키비 해야 될 그런 행동들, 그리고 또 마지막 키퍼로서 책임감 있게 수비수를 잘 이끌고 있는 것 같습니다. 뭐 전혀 그런 사실은 없고요. 지금 이제 2대0 스코어지만 저희들은 이제 전반전이 끝났다 생각을 갖고 있고, 우리가 오늘 부족했던 부분 전술적으로 잘 준비해야 될 것 같고, 또 체력적으로도 선수들이 빨리 회복해가지고 베트남에 있는 2차전에는 더 좋은 모습으로 보여야 될 것 같습니다.
Okay, if there are no more questions, that's all for our post-match press conference. Thank you, Coach Kim and Son. Okay, welcome to our post-match press conference. For the first session, we have the head coach of Malaysia, Mr. Tran. So before we open question for the media, I would like to invite Coach Tran to say something your thought on tonight's match.
Yes, we knew playing against Vietnam in semi-final really gives us the difficult task, and we know they have sent the best team. I think for the coach, I feel proud with my players. They're given their best. They show their confidence. They show their commitment in the game. Definitely, as a coach, I feel disappointed, but I'm proud of all the players.
Okay, we start first question.
Commiserations, coach, on the defeat today. I mean, the boys played well in patches, but then 2 goals were conceded. Your thoughts on how we carried out our game plan today? Was it the one that you wanted, and how were the boys after the defeat?
Of course, we went into the game that we know the transition of the Vietnam is really dangerous and can cause us the goal. I think for the first half we created 2 chances, only that we didn't score. Of course, we need to be very clinical because the last minute we lapse of concentration. This is the small details sometimes in football really cost us the goal the first half. Then we went into the second half, we really have a good control of the game also. Then unfortunately, the second goal, the own goal, really killed us. Of course, I knew that the situation is good for these young players, good exposure for them, and good experience for them playing semi-final.
Coach, one more question from me. Did you speak to Daryl because he missed an open chance, and for any young player, he can have an impact, but he still continued playing, tried his best and all that. What do you have to say about his performance today, and what advice would you give him to ensure that he bounces back?
Of course, it's really a good experience for him to playing this semi-final match with a difficult atmosphere, playing around a better team. So as a coach, I always encourage him. Mistake is part of the game, but you continue playing what you have, your ability. And of course, first half he missed the great opportunity to score goal. But I as a coach, I encourage the halftime that if you get one more chance, I think you score goal. So as a coach, I always encourage them, give them the confidence, give them the support, whatever situation is all. They need to absorb the pressure from opponent. Playing this level, really, you can't make any mistake that the opponent will punish you.
Coach, maybe you can say a little bit about the kids also, right? The young kids. How do you see them play, showing their character? Of course, this might be their biggest match yet, and of course, going to Hanoi, might also they will play there.
Yeah, it's really we could say the first half after Rodney we have to sub him that he got injuries. Really, our backline really very raw experience in this kind of level, international level. Aisha came in at the same time. We have all these under 23 boys playing is defending line. Really, I have to salute them. I have to congratulate them. I have to support them. I think overall these four defenders really playing well. At the same time, we create few chances that sometimes in football, one or two chances you need to score. Otherwise, opponent have the only chance in the first half that they punish us.
One more, coach. Maybe how the debutants, you give Ibrahim Manusi and other two, the debut. How do you see them play in this big match?
Yes, it's for me. It's a good experience for them to feel the pressure in the semi-final. You know, many young players sometimes didn't have a chance to play in semi-final. For me, it's a good test for them, a good exposure for them. Hopefully, in future they can work double hard to fight for their place in national team.
Coach, how bad is Rodney? Is it serious? His injury?
I didn't get back from the medical staff, but I'm sure he couldn't start on the game against Vietnam in Hanoi.
What was your message to your players after the match concluded? And then looking to the second leg in Hanoi, what will you hope to see the response from this young team?
Yeah, as a coach, that we still have another 90 minutes to go. We didn't lose the war yet. We lose the battle. Of course, we need to go there another recovery period, 3 days in between that. We need to analyze our weakness, and we need to recover well. We know not easy to play in Hanoi, especially with their home crowd support, full capacity of the fans. This kind of pressure, this kind of atmosphere, I want the players and enjoy, go there and give their best. Probably you might score one goal, then you get the confidence. Of course, we know Vietnam have been very strong in their home game. I'm confident that we need to go there and challenge the situation.
What you saw tonight, created chances, just didn't take them, and kind of like looked fairly balanced at most times. I mean, what are the areas that you think you can try and tweak a little bit in the 1-2 days of prep before you get there?
Of course, I mentioned, the little details is very important, especially the final pass, the transition period, decision making in open half. Not easy for this young boy, especially playing against a stronger opponent. But for me, I'm optimistic that this kind of type of game really give them the confidence, give them the experience. It might carry on for them to playing better game in future.
Coach, one last question from me. Did you speak to the senior players in this case like Safiq Ahmad and also Mohamed Sumairi in terms of how they can help this young team forward, especially in attack? Did you speak to them and what are they saying in terms of how to galvanize for the upcoming game in
Yes, this I could say experienced players really help the team. They did their best to encourage, support to the young players. No matter how, whether they make mistakes, they still encourage them. Be prepared themselves, be better. So all these, the experienced players really help the team, and especially these young players, they really follow and respect the senior players. Whatever they give the advice, they will listen, and then we do it in the game also.
Okay, that's all for our first session. Thank you, Coach Tran, and good luck and all the best for the second day in.
Thank you.